Hi, Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you're new to Now Spinning Magazine, then please subscribe, please ring that little bell. And if you want to help me even more with the project and help me produce more content, then please consider being a patron, which the information is below this video in the description tag. So what is this one about? This one has been requested and it's looking at Joni Mitchell. Specifically this new box set, which looks at the Reprise albums from 1968 to 1971. Now, I do already have this one, which is 10 albums, box set studio albums 1968 to 1979. So how do they compare? Well, first of all, let's have a look inside the boxes. So we're going to look at both box sets. So we'll look at this one first. This is from 2012 and this includes the studio albums from 1968 to 1979. So 10 albums in total. There's no booklet in here, but that never bothered me because of the attention to detail that you got with each album. So with the first one, well, in fact, they've all got gatefold sleeves with all the lyrics. And this is 1968. And you've got Clouds, again the gatefold sleeve from 1969, one that many of you will know even if you're not that much of a fan of Joni Mitchell. This one with Woodstock on and Yellow Taxi, again gatefold sleeve from 1970. The album that everybody should have, which is Blue, from 1971. For the Roses, so they're all gatefolds, and this one comes with a little insert with Joni's art and the lyrics as well. Court and Spark is another one that I play quite often, 1974. And then we start to move into the kind of jazz kind of fusion period of her career, and the musicianship on this is 1975 is just fantastic, and especially when we get to this one, Hedgerow, which is just awesome. I can't really bring in who plays on this, but it's a who's who of the jazz rock world. Pat Metheny, everybody's on it, and especially when we get to this one, Don Juan's Reckless Daughter, which I think was a double album in the vinyl land. You know, where is it? Yes, look, you got the track here called Paprika Plains, was 16 minutes long. An absolute superb, almost experimental track. And then Mingus, by now she's really into the jazz stuff, obviously. But again, a great album. So that's the first box set. So with that in existence, and that's 10 albums, what is this all about? I put off buying this because I thought, well, I already have all of these, so why do I need this? And again, it was Chris Wright who said, you really need to listen to the first album, which is Song To A Seagull. Now, if I can bring this up, you'll notice that the one in the first box set is smaller in its design, as these new ones are much sturdier paper stock. It feels like a little mini album. It's larger format. You can actually read the lyrics. The covers themselves come in little protective sleeves, and they've replicated the Reprise label as well. But what happens on this is just incredible, because this has been remixed. Now, Joni was never happy with the original mix that David Crosby did for her for this album, and this has been completely changed. It sounds like she's in the room with you. It sounds like the guitarists are literally 6 feet in front of you. It is absolutely stunning. The other albums are equally spectacular. Again, the gatefolds are replicated. It's easier to read. It feels like higher quality. They've even used like a more matte paper stock for Ladies of the Canyon, which was the same as the vinyl album. So it just feels more authentic, but the sound on all of these is brilliant. And then we come to Blue, which I just mentioned earlier that everyone should have. This is just a timeless album. Absolutely timeless album, and absolutely superb. It really is. And every home should have one of these. Every home should have Blue by Joni Mitchell. There's no booklet in this. There is a fold-out information sheet, which has been written by Brandi Carlile and talks about her journey to Joni Mitchell, and she wasn't an instant fan, but how she was converted by listening to Blue. This is highly recommended, and if they are going to do this with the other albums that were on this set, then I will be investing in them, because the sound quality is just brilliant. So that's both boxes. If you want to quickly immerse yourself in the music of Joni Mitchell, then this one. As you can see, you've got little mini gatefold sleeves. Yes, it's hard to read the lyrics, but the sound of them is great, and you've got a huge body of her work in one set, and it's not that expensive. I really thought I would not need this, but listening to the first one, Song To A Seagull, the remix, it is literally been like in an open mic night in a pub where you're the only person in the venue, and Joni Mitchell is sitting about 4 foot in front of you, and you are right next to any of the musicians that are on the songs. It is absolutely mind-blowing. And that's just that album. And Blue sounds... That's one of those albums, no matter what music you're into, it is an album that will touch your very soul. It is just incredible. So I'm going to recommend that, about £24-25, and yes, they'll probably do others if it sells well, but well worth it, absolutely. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Please stay safe, keep playing those records, and thank you for all of your support. It means so much to me, and I shall see you on my next video.